walk down that aisle with you one way.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
And what we're going to talk about was CM Punk favor cost him at WrestleMania. And we're talking about at WrestleMania 41, which we already know is the triple threat match between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. These men do not like each other. We all know that. Now, CM Punk has been wanting for years, and I mean years, to get his final WrestleMania main event spot. He's been wanting it for years now. And thing about it is, he finally got it as of last week when they did the contract signing. But Paul Heyman told him that he will get the main event spot. You know, and CM Punk was happy and everything, but he said at the same token that is not the favor that he is looking for. And we've been wanting CM Punk, you know, Paul Heyman wants CM Punk to tell them what is the favor. And everyone wants to know, what is the big favor that CM Punk wants? Everyone's been dying to know what's going on. Can we get the favor? You know, and it makes sense. He has to say it at some point. Well, he said what the favor was. If you guys didn't know, I think that at the end of the day, the favor was, of course, to be with Paul Heyman. And he wants Paul Heyman at his corner at WrestleMania. Now, what's going to happen is that favor is going to cost him. And I think the big favor won't be worth it. It's going to lead to some bad things happening. That's the way I see it. I think CM Punk risking everything for this favor is gonna hurt him. It's gonna definitely hurt him at some given point. And it sucks because it's gonna Paul Heyman, just, you cannot trust this man. I know that's what CM Punk really wants. I know that's what he feel like. He said he earned it. You know, CM Punk has been in business for a long time, despite of course, being gone from WWE for 10 years, and of course being hurt last year too. He finally gets WrestleMania moment. But at what cost, though? At what cost? Because CM Punk, this all started from the whole War Games. It all started from there. It all steered from that. And I think that, since then, CM Punk thought he was doing a service, helping himself, but he's going to end up doing himself a disservice. Because Paul Heyman, he has a history of turning on people. If you guys look at the timeline, he turned on CM Punk back in 2013. He betrayed Brock back in 2022. And now Roman Reigns, when he said he has to be in CM Punk's corner. And that really got to Roman. It pissed him off. That's when he said Paul Heyman makes you relevant and everything. And then once we saw that going on between these two, that's what led to a whole a dispute, not only with Paul and Roman, but also CM Punk and Roman. That's what led to dispute of back and forth, and ended up with Roman Reigns getting GTS by CM Punk. But one thing we do got to talk about as well, and I said this earlier, Paul Heyman can't be trusted, no doubt about it. We know he is a slimy weasel. And if I was Roman Reigns, I'd keep my eye on him. CM Punk should keep his eye on him too, because he has betrayed CM Punk before. So we have to remember that too. But the problem is that people fail to realize you got to keep your eye on the ball. Got to keep an eye on the ball at all times. And that's what Seth Rollins was alluding to before CM Punk even came out. He said, "Do you remember the heights of the century? Do you remember WrestleMania last year?" Believe it or not, Seth Rollins, for one, why was he in the ring? I know he's a part of this match. I know that, he didn't really do nothing. He just stood there. But we got to remember, Seth Rollins is the X factor in this whole thing. He's the X factor. He's the guy you have to watch out for. You got to watch out for Seth Rollins. Why? Because Seth Rollins is a visionary, or was known as the architect. And we know the whole time we saw Roman and Punk get into it, we saw that Seth Rollins was just sitting there plotting, sitting there watching the whole time. He just sitting there watching CM Punk GTS Roman Reigns. And of course, he saw CM Punk approach him, do a stare down. But he definitely was enjoying this like it was cinema, like it's a joke, because he is plotting. Him and Paul Heyman, talked to each other earlier. It's just something you got to watch out for. And I think the whole thing is Punk and Roman be so focused on each other, they're going to forget about Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And that's what's going to cause Seth Rollins to come in, slide in, and get the pinfall, get the win, 1, 2, 3. And the thing about it is, the reason I know that Seth Rollins is going to Seth will win WrestleMania. I said this before. Seth will win WrestleMania, will win the triple threat match. Because no one's thinking about Seth Rollins. And Seth is playing the long game. It says he will win the triple threat. We gotta remember that history has shown that when you have someone in your corner, we have someone in your corner like we have Paul Heyman in the Punk corner, where you have these two side by side, when it looks like it could be a good match, good pairing of two people. And we know that CM Punk and Paul Heyman is a very good pairing people like to see. So we know that in history. But the thing about it is, when you have a pairing like this, and when you have someone in your corner, especially at WrestleMania, it doesn't turn out too well. And let me take you guys back. WrestleMania 2000. Remember this WrestleMania, 4-way for the WWE Championship. Triple H champion, Stephanie McMahon in his corner. Big Show, Shane McMahon in his corner. Lyndon McMahon had Mick Foley in his corner. The Rock, the main #1 contender, who won the Royal Rumble that year. Vince McMahon in his corner, who Rock didn't trust necessarily. And if you guys remember how that WrestleMania main event ended, when you had someone in your corner, you end up getting betrayed. And I wish people understand that that's how things go. And if you guys remember, that's what happened in WrestleMania 2000. When Vince hit The Rock, Stephanie shocked. That's what Vince did. Hit The Rock, betrayed him. That caused Triple H to get the pinfall and retain the WWE Championship. That's what happened. We saw that. So history can repeat itself. And Paul Heyman would turn on CM Punk like he did before. And like I said, Seth is going to be the one to benefit the most. Keep an eye on Seth Rollins. I got my eye on him. He's still my prediction to win the triple threat match between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Seth will win this match because Punk and Roman are now they're going to take the eye off him so much. And then Paul Heyman will get involved too, turn it on both Roman and Punk. And then that's when Seth will get the stomp in. That's it. But you guys let me know. What do you think? I think CM Punk favor will cost him at WrestleMania. Then another thing I gotta add to this, CM Punk won a main event WrestleMania. We know that means the entire world to him. And now that he finally got it, I believe that everything he did to get to the WrestleMania main event, everything he asked for, especially this favor, it's gonna definitely come back to bite him. And then it'll come to the point where CM Punk is going to even regret asking for that favor, because we know that's the dream, the whole agenda of that, of CM Punk to have Paul Heyman by his side walking down the ring. And then finally, when he got his moment, when he heard that he was finally going to main event WrestleMania, that was genuine joyness and happiness from CM Punk when he was told that on SmackDown, signed a contract the other week. So we know that Roman Reigns, he's going to come back with the Avengers like crazy, because he got betrayed by Paul Heyman. And he thought that Paul Heyman, should never, ever side with CM Punk. It's over him, especially after everything Roman Reigns has done for him since being with Roman Reigns back in 2020, the beginning of the Bloodline storyline and the Tribal Chief era. But we know CM Punk, he's going to fight back when he does get betrayed. He'll get betrayed. Roman Reigns will get betrayed. Everything, and it will definitely be going towards that direction at some point. Now, as far as this goes, when they are feuding with Paul Heyman and more likely Seth Rollins as well, I don't think it's going to be a long-term thing. CM Punk, I've been seeing on the recent house shows or live events as they call it today, he has been battling it out with Gunther over the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's been getting a lot of attention at the house shows and very, very, very good crowd reception, positive ones, I would say. And I think after this is over, CM Punk, don't be surprised if CM Punk makes the jump and competes for the World Heavyweight Championship against the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, or if Jey Uso defeats Gunther at WrestleMania and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion. I could see CM Punk in 2025 become the World Heavyweight Champion, because I don't think he'll go after the WWE title with John Cena and then the whole Cody Rhodes, that whole storyline. I don't think that'll be it right now. It could be a possibility, because there is a way that CM Punk looked at the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm just saying. Yeah, the World Heavyweight Championship may be the best opportunity for CM Punk. Now, I'm not ruling out completely he'll never ever go after the WWE title. Doesn't necessarily have to win it. But I will say, after this whole favorite thing, it will definitely cause so many issues for CM Punk in the near future. And he's going to go through loops and loops and loops. Just like what Paul Heyman betrayed back in 2013. He went through the new Paul Heyman guys like Ryback and Curtis Axel, and et cetera, et cetera. So I would say that he going to have to deal with Roman Reigns, and he's going to deal with Seth and Paul. Now, we could see, I said this before, we could see Roman Reigns and CM Punk team up, to take down, whoever comes their way. But I don't think it'll come down to that, because it's setting up before he even does go for any championship. Also, a Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. We could get that as well. So we have to tune in and see what happens next. But other than that, that's all I have regarding why CM Punk will regret the favor. You guys let me know why CM Punk shouldn't ask for the favor. Check out the content here at Red Carpet Ring, guys. Other than that, though, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.